Soon after, he started the Booker T. Washington Burial Society, in which he offered affordable funeral services to African Americans, and his journey from minimum wage to millionaire had began. If he had died broke and unknown, his life would have been typical for a black man at that time. But A.G. Gaston was anything but typical. He was born in 1892, the grandson of former slaves in rural Alabama, but later moved to Birmingham, Alabama, the heart of the Jim Crow South, to live with his mother in pursuit of better opportunities. After getting a 10th grade education, A.G. Gaston enlisted in the military and served in World War I. But like other black veterans, after the war, Mr. Gaston returned home only to be treated like a second-class citizen. Decent paying work was extremely hard to come by for African Americans, and Mr. Gaston found himself working in the Alabama coal mines. The work was dangerous and the wages were low. But Mr. Gaston refused to let his current situation break him or define him. It was there, at one of the lowest points of his life, that Mr. Gaston's entrepreneurial journey began. First with selling lunches to his co-workers, then graduating to peanuts and popcorn, and later saving enough money to begin loaning money to his co-workers. Soon after, he started the Booker T. Washington Burial Society, in which he offered affordable funeral services to African Americans, and his journey from minimum wage to millionaire had began. Mr. Gaston was more than just a businessman. He said money is no good unless it contributes something to the community, unless it builds a bridge to a better life. Any man can make money, but it takes a special kind of man to use it responsibly. By the 1960s, Mr. Gaston owned a phenomenal portfolio of companies, and he was the largest employer of black people in Birmingham, Alabama. Mr. Gaston cared for his people, and he used his wealth and his influence to make an impact. Most notably, he bailed Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. out of jail during the stay in which he wrote a letter from a Birmingham jail. He lived to be 103 years old and left a legacy of black business excellence that is sure to inspire countless black entrepreneurs to come.